So, I am somebody who grew up with the Cruis'n series. If you're old like me, you remember back in 1996 when Cruis'n USA came out, the same year as the Nintendo 64. I believe it was a launch title. I mean, even for me, 96 was a long time ago. But me and my brother, we played that game to death on the 64. Played it to death. We both had the racing wheels we would set up on the table in front of us with the pedals, and we would just go for hours and hours playing Cruis'n USA. Anyway, since then there have been several entries in the series. Some on 64, some on the Wii, some were on Game Boy Advance, but all of them, I think most of them, were in the arcade. If you've ever seen them, they're full-size cabs with steering wheels, racing seat, the whole thing, and they've been that way for a long time. That's the way most people know this series. Now, if you've been in one of these arcades since 2017, there's a possibility that you may have seen the newest entry in the Cruis'n series, Cruis'n Blast. And as of today, it is no longer just available at your local arcade, it is now available on the Switch. And the big question that you are here to have me answer for you is Cruis'n Blast worth your 40 bucks? That is what we're gonna talk about right now. What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. If you are new here, I want you to do me a very, very big favor. I want you to click the link down in the description. That link will take you over to our podcast channel. You will find the Drip and G podcast there, and not only can you find it there, you can find it literally anywhere you listen to podcasts. I'll have links to all that down below as well if you want to just go straight there. But do me a favor, make sure you click that link. Check out the channel, subscribe, whatever you need to do, just check out the podcast. We do a lot of stuff over there, not just Nintendo. We talk about Xbox stuff, PlayStation stuff. We talk about movies. We talk about beer. We just talk about life in general. So if any of those things interest you, click the link. We'll see you over there every Thursday or Friday night, depending on the week. We switch it up. But anyway, check it out. Back to the video. Now, as we get into this review here, I do want to let you guys know that the publisher of this game, Raw Thrills, did send this over to me sometime last week to check out. As I said, I grew up on this series, so obviously when they reached out, of course, I was going to take the game and check it out. I actually planned on buying it anyway, but I do want to let you know that even though they did send me a code for this game, this is not a sponsored video. They have not seen any of this or had any part in anything I'm saying in this video whatsoever. Okay, so real quick history. Cruis'n Blast actually came out in 2017 in the arcades. It was done by Raw Thrills, obviously, and licensed to them by Nintendo. I thought that was very interesting. Clearly, I don't pay that much attention because I did not even realize that the Cruis'n name was a Nintendo-owned property. I mean, Cruis'n USA was only on the 64. It set it up in the corner of the box. I never really thought about it though. Anyway, let's start with the controls of this game. If you've played Mario Kart, you're gonna be very, very familiar with the controls for this game. You press A to go, you press B for the brakes, but you never use the brakes in this game. I don't think I've used the brakes one time in the week or so that I've been playing this game. So forget about the B button, you don't need it. Now again, just like Mario Kart, this game does have a drift system that's going to give you boosts. So the more you can drift, the longer you can hold on to that drift, the bigger the boost is gonna be. And really, that's the name of the game. The longer you can hold these things and get these boosts, and the more that you can boost, that's what's gonna put you up towards the front, because you do start in the back at every single race. No matter what place you were in the race before, you start in the back, and you've got to work your way through this field. Now, there are other boosts. You get, I think, 2 or 3 boosts that you can take with you without paying any extra in-game currency. Not real money, just in-game currency, which you get all over the tracks. You get them for different points as you race. There's piles of money on the tracks. You can get a lot of money pretty quick, so I wouldn't worry about that. But if you need extra boosts and you need to get through these, races a little bit faster, you can buy them and take them with you onto the track. And that's something if you want to unlock all the tracks. Just a little tip, if you don't want to go down to easy mode, you can do it in normal mode and just use a bunch more boosts. Just use your money on that. I know some people just want to get all the tracks unlocked so they can play whichever one they want, whenever they want. So if that's what you're trying to do, just buy more boosts. Just make sure you're in front. You shouldn't have a problem with the first 2 or 3 sets of tracks. You shouldn't have too much of an issue, but if you do, that's the way to do it. Or just put it on easy mode, whatever one you want to do. The 2 other face buttons are going to change the camera angle, so you're going to be able to get a little bit further away from the car, or out in front of the car, or right behind the car. Or the other one will change your radio station. And as far as the music goes in this game, it's pretty good. There's a lot of variety. There's definitely different kinds of music. There's a lot of different things, so I'm sure there'll be one that you'll find, maybe 2, and if you want to change it to that one every time you race, you can do that. As far as the vehicles go in this game, I want to tell you about a lot of them, but I don't want to spoil them for you, because if you're gonna play this game, that's definitely one of the coolest parts. The courses are very, very cool, but the cars, some of them are absolutely ridiculous. Very funny. Some of them, I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but I'll tell you the first few you get. Nothing crazy. You get a fire truck and a police car. Actually, in the second set of tracks that you race, you're chased by these police cars, and you end up getting one of those cars that you can drive in the game. But things do get a lot more crazy than that as you get into the game. Some of them make absolutely no sense, but again, for an arcade style racer like this, it's absolutely perfect. All right, so for the game modes, there's a few different game modes. Obviously, you've got the one regular arcade mode. That's gonna pretty much be what you would play in the arcade. You're gonna have 5 tracks, you're gonna pick from those tracks. It's very simple. There are things you can do in there, there's, you know, things you can unlock, but the biggest part of this game and how you're gonna unlock the majority of the things in this game is going to be the Cruis'n Tour. That's like the main mode of the game. So this mode is going to have 6 different tours, and there's 4 races in each tour. So you're gonna have to beat the first one, and you're gonna have to eventually get gold in it. I think first you have to get bronze, but as you move forward, you have to have so many bronze or so many gold or so many silver. It changes as you go. Just know eventually you're gonna have to probably get gold in every single one if you want to get all 6 of them unlocked. Another mode this game has is time trial mode. Obviously, that's you trying to beat your own time. It is nobody else's time. There's no online leaderboards or anything like that. So it's pretty much you going against somebody who's played on your system. So if you and your brother are both fighting for a fastest time, that's pretty much gonna be your only rival in this situation, but you can only go to the tracks that you've unlocked in the tour mode. Some games like this, if you go to the time trials and stuff, it'll unlock everything and you can just go race there, do whatever. Not here. You have to unlock everything in the tour mode. That's the only way to do it. This right here is where I have a little bit of an issue with the game. There is no online with this game, and I feel like that is a huge miss. A game like this, I feel, would benefit from online so much. I haven't really been able to talk to anybody about this yet. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this in the comments, but I feel like this is probably, really, as far as I've seen, this is the one big flaw of the game that's, it's disappointing. It is disappointing. So there is no online whatsoever. You cannot play online with anybody. You can't, like I said, there's no online leaderboards. There's nothing like that in the game. There is a local play feature. So if someone else is, you know, in the same house as you and they have a Switch and a copy of the game, then you can link up and play like that. But man, no online is a miss. And I'm I'm a little disappointed in that aspect of the game, I'm not gonna lie. We'll swing back around to that in the end of this video, but let's keep moving forward here. I would like to talk about the graphics, the performance, the way this game looks. Now listen, this is an arcade game. I wanna be clear about that. The graphics are they're not cutting edge, they're not amazing, but they look fantastic. The developers are saying that this thing runs 720 handheld, 1080 docked. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but I'll tell you this, everything's very clear, everything's very sharp. It looks great. They also said, I saw in a video somebody put out a few days ago that they said that this game is running 60 frames per second everywhere, and as far as I've seen, it seems to be running 60 frames per second. I haven't had any issues with frame rate whatsoever. The game looks great. Like I said, it's on the Switch. It's not cutting edge graphics, but it looks very good. It runs and looks very good. And being the type of game that it is, when you can put that to the side and not have to worry about it and just, you know, go off the cliff on a new level and see 2 giant Yetis punching each other in the face, 2 50-foot Yetis punching each other in the face, and that's really all you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about how bad it looks, or, you know, if the frame rate's going out or whatever. You don't have to worry about any of that. It just looks the way it looks in the arcade. It looks great. I think they did a really good job with the way that it's presented. And while we're on it, the tracks themselves are amazing. They have done such a great job with, like I said, not cutting edge graphics, but the stuff you see in these tracks and the situations you find yourself in, it just brings a smile to your face, honestly. It's just really nice to play a game like this and, you know, look at something and just say, wow, and just laugh a little bit, because it's all completely over the top, but at the same time, it's just cool. It's just really cool. Way over the top. But that's kind of what this series has been You know, Cruis'n USA wasn't quite that, but once they started getting into the other one, Cruis'n World, what's the other one? Cruis'n Exotica, there was another one. I don't know, there've been several, but they've taken these games and just gotten crazier and crazier with them. I mean, these cars do backflips. If you come up behind a car and you wanna pass it, you just double tap the gas and you can just do a backflip over it. It's a lot of fun to play. I will admit, this game, it runs great, it looks great, everything about it, I'm really, really happy with, but I can't get over the no online. I feel like that is a huge disappointment. And let's talk about really quick the length of this game. If you're somebody looking for a game that's going to last you a long time, this might be it and it might not. If you're okay with unlocking all the tracks, I think totals there's 29? I think there's 29 tracks total. And then all the cars, what you can do, there's actually keys on the tracks. If you get all the keys, that's how you unlock the cars, just so you know, I haven't mentioned that yet. But if you're okay with unlocking those tracks and then unlocking those cars and then just having fun with the game, just like something like a Mario Kart or really any type of game like this, then yeah, this is gonna be good for you. But if you're looking for a different type of racer, maybe something where you're, I don't know, upgrading your car and really doing customization things and, you know, getting into more of the other side of a game like this does not really offer that. It's pretty straightforward in what you're getting. I mean, let's be honest here. I can say that I think most of us, when we saw the trailer at the direct, we all knew if we were getting it or not. That's kind of where I'm at on it. But I think that's where we get the answer to the question you are here to find out is this game worth it? I think to certain people, yes, this game is worth $40. If you're looking for online, maybe not. But if you're looking for something, you know, if you've played a cruising game, you know what you're getting here. If you want to try it for free, go to your local arcade and have a seat. You're getting pretty much the same thing here with actually a lot more content. Is it worth 40 bucks? To me, it's worth 40 bucks. I would have paid $40 for this game. I actually planned to buy this game for $40. I was actually gonna pre-order it last week before I was offered a code to actually check the game out. So yes, I think the game is worth $40. Again, you have to understand what you are getting. And I really do hope that this video today helps you understand that a little bit more. But guys, that is gonna do it for this one. One more time, big thanks to Raw Thrills for sending the game over. I do really appreciate that. I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I do wish it had online. I just wish it had online. But if you guys have any other questions, do not hesitate to leave those in the comments down below. Make sure you guys go down in the description, check out our podcast channel. The link will be down there. I will have direct links to the podcast, wherever you can listen to the podcast. Check that out too. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.